I'm ready.
Okay, this is
You
a
stand over there, Kenny, or what?
this is a plant layout that I designed for a major high volume panel manufacturing plant to go into Angola, Africa. And what's involved is you want to convert as much of the raw material, initial raw material, into your finished usable product as you can, and cut out all the middlemen. And in this case, because we're talking about the lowest cost foam, which is expanded polystyrene, or styrofoam is a common name for it, it's an expanded material. So part of a large plant, you want to manufacture your own EPS foam sheets. So this is a layout, a major manufacturing of large block EPS foam. And once you manufacture the large block, then you have to cut it to whatever thickness or shape that you want, width, thickness, and length that you're going to want to use as your final dimension for your panel. So what you have is you have traditional, very standard, what they call hot wire cutting, a down cutter and a slabber. There are two different manufacturing processes that take hot wire cutting to shape your EPS foam. And then you have a storage. You know, after you have bead storage, you have block molding that occurs here, and then you have to age the EPS blocks before you cut it to shape.
How long does it take to age?
A lot of it has to do on humidity because it's a moisture. The expansion process is done by steam. In other words, you charge the mold and you run steam into it, and it's the heat that initiates the blowing mechanism or expansion of your bead.
Right.
But there's water involved, so you have to let it, the moisture escape from the block, and it could be up to 2 weeks.
Up to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. It has to sit there before aging, before you can cut it.
Okay.
And once it's cut to shape, then it goes into what you've got down here is a roll coater. We show as a method of applying adhesive to the core, but an alternative to a roll coater is a bead applicator, which is the most efficient way to apply an adhesive to an EPS core for bonding the skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get into roll coating, roll coaters, and or bead applicators. And
Right.
bead application is the most efficient and the highest and the best adhesive application technology currently.
Right.
It's bead application.
Okay.
From there, it goes into a press. And here we have multiple presses. We have 3 presses and 2 transfer tables. So essentially you have